Hi all. My seminar topic is Overview of Expert System Technology. So, an expert system are a type of artificial intelligence that emulates the decision making ability of a human expert. They are designed to solve complex problems by reasoning through knowledge and providing solutions based on that knowledge. The expert system are usually intended to complement, not replace, human experts. In the year 1970, the first expert system was developed, which was the first successful approach of artificial intelligence. It is one of the prominent research domains of artificial intelligence, and one of the common example of an expert system is a suggestion of spelling errors while typing in the Google search box. So basically the expert system is nothing but it's a computer application to solve the complex problem in a particular domain at the level of extraordinary human intelligence and expertise. Now let's see the characteristics of expert system. The expert system have high performance, reliable, understandable, highly responsive, adequate response time, and adequate response time, and use symbolic representations. The expert system provide high performance for solving any type of complex problem of a specific domain with high efficiency and accuracy. So we can say that expert system have high performance. Understandable means it responds in a way that can be easily understandable by the user. It can take input in human language and provides the output in the same way. It is much reliable for generating an efficient and accurate output. That means it is reliable also. Highly responsive refers. Expert system provides the result for any complex query within a very short period of time. Adequate response time. The system should be designed in such a way that it is able to perform within a small amount of time, comparable to or better than the time taken by human expert to reach at a decision point. And, and at last, it uses symbolic representation for knowledge and perform their inference through symbolic computations that closely resemble manipulations of natural language. Next is capabilities of expert system. It is capable of advising the human being for the query of any domain from the particular expert system. So we can say that it has the capability of advising. It provides decision making capabilities and also demonstrate a device means it is capable of demonstrating any new product such as its features, specification, how to use that product, etc. It has the capability of solving a problem and explaining a problem. It is also capable of providing a detailed description of an input problem. Interpreting the input means it is capable of interpreting the input given by the user, and it is used to predict the result. And last, diagnosis. An expert system designed for the medical field incapable of diagnosing a disease without using multiple components as it already contains various inbuilt medical tools. Next, we can introduce the components of expert system. It has mainly three components. Apart from this, it has two modules also, which are named as Knowledge Acquisition and Learning Module and Explanation Module. The Knowledge Acquisition and Learning Module is a component function to allow the expert system to acquire more data from various sources and store it in the knowledge base. And the Explanation Module, as the name suggests, it helps providing the user with an explanation of the achieved conclusion. So the three components are knowledge base, inference engine, user interface, which are the most mainly main three components of expert system. So a knowledge base represents fact and rules. It contains knowledge in specific domains along with rules in order to solve problems and form procedures that are relevant to the domain. Inference engine. The most basic function of the inference engine is to acquire relevant data from the knowledge base, interpret it, and find a solution to the user's problem. Inference engine also have explanatory and debugging abilities. User interface. We know the user interface are used to interact with the expert system and find solution through user interface for non-expert users. So, from this we can understood that the inference engine acts as a brain of the system. This component have two strategies for acquiring knowledge from the knowledge base, namely backward chaining and forward chaining. The forward chaining is used to answer the question what will happen next. This strategy is mostly used for managing tasks like creating a conclusion, result or effect. Prediction or share market movement status are the examples of forward chaining. And next, backward chaining. Backward chaining is a strategy used by the expert system to answer the question why this has happened. This strategy is mostly used to find out the root cause or reason behind it, considering what has already happened. Diagnosis of stomach pain, blood cancer or dengue are the examples of backward chaining. Next, we can know about the advantages and disadvantages of expert system. It has many advantages like these systems are highly reproducible, they can be used for risky places where the human presence is not safe. Error possibilities are less. The performance of the system remains steady as it not affected by emotions, tensions or fatigue. They provide a very high speed to respond to a particular query. Although it has many advantages, it has some disadvantages also. The response of the expert system may get wrong if the knowledge base contains the wrong information. Like a human being, it cannot produce a creative output for different scenarios. Its maintenance and development costs are very high. Knowledge acquisition for designing is much difficult. For each domain, we require a specific expert system, which is one of the big limitations. It cannot learn from itself and hence requires manual updates. Nowadays, many areas use expert system for the purpose, mainly in designing and manufacturing domain. It can be broadly used for designing and manufacturing physical devices such as camera, lenses, and automobiles. In the knowledge domain, these systems are primarily used for publishing the relevant knowledge to the users. The two popular expert systems used for this domain is an advisor and a tax advisor. In the finance domain industries, it is used to detect any type of possible fraud. In the diagnosis and troubleshooting of devices, which means in medical diagnosis, the expert system is used and it was the first area where these systems were used. It also used as a language translator by applying linguistic rules. Planning and scheduling. The expert system can also be used for planning and scheduling some particular task for achieving the goal of that task. There is mainly three types of expert system: rule-based expert system, fuzzy expert system, neural network expert system. Rule-based expert system use a set of explicitly defined rules to make decision or solve problem. The rules are typically in the form of if-then statements. Examples is given. And next, fuzzy expert system. Fuzzy expert system handle uncertainty and imprecision in data by using fuzzy logic, which means when a fuzzy expert system for temperature control in a room might use rules like if the temperature is moderately high, then slightly reduce air conditioning. Last is neural network expert system. As the name suggests, it uses artificial neural networks to emulate the human brain's pattern recognition and learning capabilities. By taking an example, we can say that an expert system for image recognition might use a neural network to identify objects or people in images. Last is examples of the expert system. Dentrel. It was an artificial intelligence project that was made as chemical analyst expert system. It was used in organic chemistry to detect unknown organic molecules with the help of their mass spectra and knowledge base of chemistry. Mycin. It was one of the earliest backward chaining expert system. We know that what is backward chaining. We discussed about that. So it was also used for the recommendation of antibiotics and diagnosis of blood clotting diseases. XDES. It is an expert system that is used to determine the type and level of lung cancer. And last is CADET. The CADET expert system is a diagnostic support system that can detect cancer at early stages. Thank you.